At what age do you make your first million?
My first million. I don't know.
You're in business, no?
Yeah.
And with what age do you make your first million?
25.
25. And how you scale to your first million? What is the tip, the best tip that you can pass for the people starting in business to scale to the 7 figures?
Find a good idea, work hard, and have some good people around you.
Do you think that it's better learning the street or learning the books?
Both. Yeah.
Do you go to college or
I did. Yeah, in London.
what industry do you are?
Studied marketing.
Marketing. Why you chose that industry?
More interesting.
What
Nice
is-
to meet you. I have to go to my beach now.
One more question, sir. What is the best marketing tip you can pass for some young guy that is starting their business and want to scale with marketing, you know?
Know your customer. It's always been the same. Whether you're using AI or it's online, offline, through history, just know your customer, understand your customer. You can't go very wrong. If you know your customer, understand your customer. And to make money, you have to take risks. I always say to people, with no pain, there's no gain.
And what is the biggest risk that you took in your career that then pay off?
I sold my house to buy a discotheque.
Yeah?
Which is up here, Tibu.
But you say that you was in marketing, but you also have other business?
Yeah, no, I studied marketing, but I went straight into business when I was 23. I had some clothes shops.
And the last question, all combining, how much was the most amount of money your business has made in a single year?
That I can't say.
Roughly 7 figures, 8 figures?
In the millions, yeah.
In the millions.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, man.
Take care, man.
Thank you. What is the best advice you can pass for some young guy that is starting in business, in entrepreneurship?
Enjoy yourself, be honest, have fun, and enjoy what you do.
Do you think that it's very important to take risk to improve in business?
Take risks. Obviously, yeah, of course, you got to take a risk, haven't you?
What is the biggest risk that you took in your career and then pay off?
Probably buying a business with somebody else's money, i.e. the bank's money.
How you make that business succeed?
Hard work, long hours, and plenty of luck.
What is the best industry for the young people to start in 2025?
Oh, probably AI.
AI?
Probably, yeah.
In what business do you work?
This one is one of my businesses.
What is the key to succeed in the hostelry, you know?
Keep trying, and keep trying. And then the next day, try again.
What's your name, man?
Bo.
I right now interview your business partner.
Which one?
I don't know what is their name. What's black hair?
Masio.
What is the best advice you can pass for some young guy that is starting in business?
In business?
In business.
Surround yourself with winners, mate. Winners.
How important is the network for the business world?
Your network is your net worth, mate.
Yeah. In what line of business are you?
E-commerce.
E-commerce?
E-commerce, yes.
What you sell? Beauty, fashion?
Home and garden niche is what I'm in.
Why you enter in that niche?
It's a growing business. It's a growing industry. It's worth 7 trillion a year. The e-commerce market just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
How the people can find a good industry to start?
Find some good mentors.
How you found that mentor?
I got recommended some guys through a very good friend of mine in Ibiza. You need the support. That's what you need. This way you can see many things on YouTube. You can build Shopify stores with AI, but they're not going to make you any money.
What is the best?
You need the support.
What is the best marketing tip that you can pass to the people?
Change Mentor Hub in the UK.
And one more question. What do you think is the key to make your first million with your business? How you scale to the 7 figures?
Just marketing, Facebook ads, lookalike audiences, really. It's all about data.
Do you have reached your 7 figures or?
Soon, very soon.
Soon?
Very soon.
Okay, man.
It's nice to talk to you, my man.
Trabajen. Que trabajen duro, hermano.
¿Cuál ha sido la mayor lección que te han enseñado y después aplicar en el mundo
La
del negocio?
lección, el conocer gente y aprender de la gente que tiene dinero. El consejo que te puedo dar, la vida.
¿Cómo conoces a la gente? ¿Dónde te tienes que meter para
Trabajaba de noche aquí, en Puerto Banús.
Y vas conectando
Y
con
vas
gente.
conociendo y aquí es, ya lo ves, la cuna del dinero. Y con los contactos se hace de todo.
¿Cuál ha sido el mayor riesgo que has tomado en tu carrera que después te haya dado un
Mi riesgo,
resultado?
todos riesgos toda la vida. Todavía seguimos teniendo riesgo, hermano.
Es que el riesgo al final es la clave para después
Es la
tener
clave, claro. Si no apuestas, no hay riesgo.
Sí.
Así que eso es lo que hay en la vida. Lo único que te doy es la lección de la vida, hermano. Disfrútala y vívela.
Y si solo la última
pa'lante.
pregunta, si solo pudieras compartirle un consejo, una lección a tu hijo o a tu futuro hijo, ¿cuál sería?
Ser bondadoso, que eso es lo que es el triunfo de la vida y la gente te va a querer y te va a ayudar a crecer y no pisar a la gente.
Listo, eres canario, ¿no?
Sí, canario.
I'm asking people for advice to the people starting in business. Are you in business to ask a few questions to you?
I am.
What industry do you are?
In Belgium, you know, when you have a blockage in the, for example, your kitchen or some types, I fix it, and the water pits, I clean it with a big camion.
Do you always know that you want to go into business, or is something that you learn step by step?
First, I started it for a bus, and then I started an own business with my brother.
What do you think is the best way to learn a business? Enter in the business and learn from the bottom, go to school, learn in the street?
Not from school. from school it's not possible. It's better that like something that you like, for example, selling cars, that you start with a boss, you steal a lot with your eyes, and then you take the risk.
What is the biggest takeaway that you learn from your boss that you apply then in your own business?
That even if you are the boss, you still have to work. And don't let others work for you because they won't treat your business the same as you do.
If your son or your future son want to go into business, what advice will you tell to your son?
Whatever you do, keep working.
What is the best advice for investment that the young people should start to look, you know?
Real estate is always good because you never lose the money if it's a good band, you mean, and always watches are always good if you do the right research, and maybe some stocks, but then you have to know people that have the mind in the stocks, you know.
How much is your watch?
I bought it like 9 months ago for 11, but I bought it second hand because it was my first one, and the first one is not so easy to get, but now I'm looking for a second one. So yeah, we will see.
What the people should try to look to find the Rolex or their watch that then increase their value, you know?
Look for a nice watch that you like, that it's important, and look if the value goes up or down. Like some watches, you buy them, the value increases. So maybe you have to do the right research. When it goes up, it's a good investment.
And the last question, with how much money with your company you buy your first watch, you know? You understand?
How much you need for the first?
How much you need with your company and then you buy your watch? You know?
I always learned from my father, if you can buy it 3 times, then it's okay.
Okay. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Thank you so much, man.
Have a good day.
Excuse me, man. Good question. Are you in business? Some advice to the young people, to
Spend not
entrepreneurs.
so much and save your money and try to invest in real estate.
Do you think that it's better learning the street for the business world or learning the books?
Learning on the street.
Yeah. Are you in real estate business?
Yeah.
And what is the biggest key to succeed in that industry?
Try to start quickly, and when you have one, quickly start over to 2, 3, and make more money out of the rent.
How important is borrow money for the bank to be better in the business world in real estate?
Lend so much as you can because inflation is coming. So when you lend 1,000 euros or 2,000 euros in 10 years, it's not the same price anymore. And your real estate goes very high in price.
So it's important lend money for real estate.
Yeah.
Okay. For the people that is starting that want to invest in property, what advice would you tell to them?
Buy something cheap and renovate it, nice shower, nice floor, and you can rent it after 3 months. Why buy something new? So then you can quick earn money from your investment.
And to succeed in the property world, do you think that it's very important know the right people or it's not?
No. It's on your own.
And the last question, what is the best advice if you can only share one advice about business to your son, what would it be?
Buy something soon as you can. Save the money, go to the bank, buy something, renovation, and rent it.
You want to share some advice for the young people?
Go to India,
Go to India. Why?
because that's where they make everything cheap.
And you can then sell in India or sell
Oh no,
outside?
you can't sell in India. Sell it anywhere else in the world.
You ever do that or not?
I used to do.
So you have a business for your own?
No, I don't. I'm retired now.
But you in the past, you have a
Yes.
business. And what is the biggest lesson you learn running that business?
No one is genuine. All want to rob you.
Yeah? How you found that people and know how to
You
go
have to
away?
make sure you're insured, and if you're dodgy, get paid before you release your goods.
What is the best tip for negotiation that you can pass for the young people?
Go and work for somebody else and let them have all the worry.
Do you think that is not good idea to start your business in 2025?
It'd be difficult.
And what is the biggest key? The last question, what is the biggest key to succeed with that business?
Determination, keenness to get on in life, to become a millionaire. You'll get paid.
No, you get happy with the interview.
Be patient.
Be patient.
Don't rush.
How important was for you the patience to reach the level that are you today?
It was the most important thing. And understanding life is all up and down.
What is the biggest risk that you took in your career that then pay off?
Holding myself.
For someone that is starting in business in 2025, in what industry should be looking to start? You know?
IT.
IT?
Yeah.
Are you in IT?
No.
In what industry?
I'm in movie. I'm a movie maker.
Why you chose that industry?
Because I love it. I'm an entertainer. I love the idea of dressing up. I love the idea of helping creative people. Because creative people are very good at making something, but they don't know how to get the capital. And I'm good at raising the capital.
The movie industry is very competitive or it's good to start?
Very competitive, but in a good way. If you're good at it and if you are patient, you'll achieve whatever you want.
How you succeed in that industry?
I delivered what I promised.
Yeah?
I promised and I delivered. At times it took time, but I always let them know that it's taking time. Always find the people that can do the job better than you. But be the leader, don't be the controller.
And how you found the good people around you? How you
Give
contract
people chances. Don't look at their studies. I've never been to school.
No?
Yeah,
Do you think that it's better learning the street or learning the school?
street. I'm a street professor.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I took the maximum chance. I had no boundaries. Nobody told me what to do. I did it. I tested it. I did everything. So leading me was the only option.
How you found that self-belief in you when you was younger to start your own path in business?
I understood nothing was easy. And nobody can give it to me if I don't give it to me. But I used to go to the city of London. I used to see people dressed up in a suit. And I used to literally be wanting to be one of them. That was my drive. That drove me. I wanted to be that person driving that nice car, doing this, doing that. I've always looked at people in their best of what they can. I didn't look at the people that were partying, clubbing and so on. It didn't entertain me. What I was entertained with was success. Without desire, you have nothing. I could give you the best certificate in the world. You can have it in your wardrobe. We'll do absolutely nothing with it. Or you could be hungry and go and find something to eat. Life is all about choice. Choose wisely. I have to go. People are waiting for me. Thank you.
The last question I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
What do you think is the key to scale your business?
Respect the money you earn.
Yeah? Reinvest the money, no?
No, not reinvesting, but respect the money you earn. Because once you understand the value of hard work, if you're not given it and you work for it, you'll understand the value.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you, man. What's your name?
Gracias, Mohammed.
Excuse me, man. Quick question. What is the best advice you can pass for someone that is starting in business? I'm asking people for advice to the people starting in business. Can you share some advice for the young people starting in business?
Just do what you have to do.
Yeah, always do it
Yeah.
and go.
Why you chose the industry that you are right now?
Passion for hair, passion for entrepreneurship, passion for people. Just do what you have to do.
Do you think that it's better follow your passion or follow where is the money, you know?
Both.
Both?
If your passion is money, if your passion is money, go for it.
Yes.
What are the best industry to make money in right now in 2025?
Ik denk, we live by ASML in the Netherlands. It is
Chip industry.
Chip industry is a lot of money there.
Yeah?
I think when you are technisch, it's
I think
good.
AI, something like that, software. Better way to make a lot of money, cutting hair or coloring hair.
But when you have the good customers, then you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You are going in the high segment from the business.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's better learning the street or learning the books?
Good friend of mine. He has no education, he has a lot of guts. He has a lot of buildings because he has guts and he has a nose for a good business. So you have to get talent for what you do. And a lot of guts and have farmers intelligence.
From the Netherlands and their school very important.
Yeah.
We always say to our children, you go to school and you make it so high like the sky and then you go from the Netherlands to all the world, want we are travelers, the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And when you start your business, how you... Terminamos ya. Buenas tardes, terminamos la última pregunta. When you start your... Last question. When you start your business, what was your best marketing tip that you used to scale your business?
Follow your heart.
Yeah?
Yes. And be a good person.
Intuition.
Then you have good customers.
And ask a good price. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm asking people for advice to the people starting in business. Can any one of you share some advice to the people starting in business?
You have plenty of money. You need plenty of money.
Spend your money?
Yeah, you need plenty of money. Yeah.
How important is take risk in the business world to succeed in business?
Well, you've got to be passionate about it, haven't you? You've got to be passionate and believe in it.
Do you think that it's better follow your passion or follow where is the money?
Well, I think follow your passion. And your passion first, and then you'll make the money if you're driven to do it.
What is the best industry to start in 2025? What do you think is the best industry to make money also?
See, I'm from engineering background, so it's not like commercial. I think the important thing is you believe in what you're going to do, okay? And then you're driven to do it, so you're going to succeed. That's the important thing. So whatever you believe in yourself. Could you buy a pub? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or a restaurant or something. But whatever you do, you've got to be focused and driven to do it.
Do you think that it's better learning the street or learning the school with the books and then go?
Both.
Both?
Well, I think you need both, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think is the biggest mistake that the business owner do than fail with their business, you know?
Being complacent, letting the business plan run itself.
And the last question, what values do you think that the young people are missing to become successful in business? What values do you think that they are missing?
I think it's. I'm trying to put it into English terms, but I think it's important that you don't overestimate things. So you're not going to just put loads of money into something first because you can lose it. So you've got to build it up. Yeah. So to give a bit of longevity for whatever business you're going to go for, as Andy said, focus all the time because I can't beat that. you believe in it, you know what I mean?
What marketing do you do to scale your business, you know?
Like what you're doing now, you know, you're getting yourself out there and making people know who you are. Advertising, you know, the media's great for young entrepreneurs now, you know.
Yeah.
Many years ago when I was trying to start, difficult. Marco's had a business for 40 years, so he knows how he's built his business up.
Yeah. In what industry do you work?
He's in printing, and he's got 2 printing businesses. Doesn't matter what the name is. Yeah, so yeah, he's got 2 printing shops, and he does lots of stationery, you know, type of stuff like that. You know.
And roughly how much your company has made in a single year?
If you're a big business and you've got lots of employees, then you've got to turn over millions. So you go for the millions.
I go for a million, yeah. Thank you. Hasta aquí el vídeo, espero que os haya gustado, que hayáis disfrutado. Si queréis decirme cualquier cosa por los comentarios, si me dejáis un me gusta me ayudáis un montón y nos vemos en el próximo.